Bucks run, and right now the #1 overall seed set Milwaukee and Orlando. The series knotted at a game apiece as this is to take on the winner between Miami and Indiana. The Heat up 2-0 in that best of 7 for Milwaukee. Of course, they are headlined by the reigning league MVP here. That opening game upset win over Toronto in their first round series, then lost.
Forwards are both out, Jonathan Isaac and Aaron Gordon, so they're very much undermanned.
That is
drops Brook Lopez into the paint, all
off to the right. And that's the part of his game, of course, still heavily in development. Antetokounmpo
can get back and set and load up to him.
48, a missed three. And then Eric Bledsoe, the final 5 seeding games, trying to get his fitness and game back to where it was. Vucevic.
Shut down the paint, don't foul people, rebound the ball.
Lopez going left back. There's so many different facets to this guy's game. He
hit a 3. He hit a mid-range jumper, and he's gone into the post and scored.
All-star each of the last 2 years for Middleton. 48.
And from the three-point line.
Middleton, another missed 3. They get it back. Matthews dribble.
He's open, and here's Matthews knocking it down for the Bucks. And what the Bucks are dealing with, a lot of teams have gone through when you're on the rise like they were defense. Around the abilities of those 3 guys. They have none of them. So Gary Clark's out of necessity, but it's certainly not ideal.
Oh, nice finish by Fulton Williams. So 4-point lead for the Bucks. Middleton got it.
Among the people that we've been around in the NBA.
Happy birthday to Mrs. Van Gundy.
You wouldn't be here right now in the playoffs, I tell you that.
DiVincenzo Slater. And since then, it's a 15-3 Milwaukee run as they've opened up this 11-point lead. Terrence Ross. Yanni's back the other way for Milwaukee. Kicks out. This is Kyle Korver, the marksman. Temperature of the defense outside. Here's Ross shaking DiVincenzo and hits.
Woundoo and Gary Clark, who play hard but are not great offensive players.
Ross injecting some offense quickly. 6 points in 4 minutes off the bench.
The paint. So you see where Birch is playing. That's how he's.
That's a scary concept for the rest of the NBA.
It is, but I don't think it'll ever get to the point.
Got so far here in Game 3.
Yeah, he certainly is, and he's hit a couple of tough ones. I don't think they've gotten anything open or easy.
Nice looking stroke by DJ Augustine, and then Antetokounmpo
is where he's the most dangerous in the half court. In transition.
Connaughton thought about it, puts it on the deck, and slithers to the
job of keeping the ball out of the paint and away from the rim. Not so much. It's one of the reasons Ross is so hard to guard.
And what a pass by Augustine as Yannis just keeps them. Milwaukee just breaking down that Orlando defense at will.
They are, and Orlando not helping, not absolutely. He's changed the entire outlook of the Magic organization to keep Milwaukee away from the rim. Plus, Milwaukee's defense is stepping.
Largest lead of the afternoon for the Bucks.
Fast break keys off of our defense. We're seeing that today.
Augustine against Lopez. Bottled up. Augustine off 1 foot, and he hits.
That's how hard it is to score on the Bucks. These are the shots you're going to have to hit. That's a 21.
Bench scoring favoring Orlando. Lopez from the corner, got it!
From the opposite slot, ran a diagonal cut toward the basket into the lane.
Than that. Orlando's still down 11. Middleton
for the easiest shot he's had in this series, a wide open 3.
Middleton again.
Another foul on a jump shooter, and this is what happens when a shooter from him.
Middleton 10 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 48 coughs it up. Williams ahead of the field. Matthews left open, fires, and Vucevic, mid-range jumper, short, 8 straight. Oh, Marvin Williams and Ennis have to be separated, and Ennis, I believe, what got under Ennis's skin, and right there, Stan, we'll see how they punch. Jason Phillips from the replay command center.
Out, their top 3 forwards are out. All Farouk Aminu, Jonathan Isaac, and are going to have to be absolutely outstanding on the defensive end of the floor.
Series have evaporated so far. 8 points. Haven't heard much from him since. Here he comes, leans into Lopez. Pretty. Antetokounmpo sizes up Gary Clark. Outside, Connaughton. That's good. Just talking shop. But a lot on his plate right now as they try to figure things out. Shorthand.
A couple of steps further, they decided to quadruple team him on that last post-up.
Yeah, 1-4 run by the Bucks. Owundu feeding Vucevic. Figures he's got 11. And with 48 seconds left in the half, it is all Bucks.
Cross screen correctly.
And so far, the Greek stud pitching a perfect game. He's 8 for 8 from the field. Pretty deflating. Orlando looks up and they're still down 25 points. DiVincenzo creeping inside here. But till this point, they've just been outclassed by the Bucks. Chris Middleton.
He told me one thing and one thing only. He said, we are not competing.
Where they are as Antetokounmpo is there to turn back Owundu. They get it back to Fournier for an. They only went 3-5 in the seeding round games. As Middleton hits Idris pass broken up. Bledsoe the steal. Middleton ahead of the pack. Giannis extend. The reigning league MVP carving him up here in baseline jumper was all-star caliber level.
Well, yeah, the thing about Chris Middleton is he's one of the ball ahead of the pack, and the defense is back. You'll hear him yell clear, and they're just going to ice.
Time defensive player of the year collegiately in the American. Fultz couldn't put it down, but it's.
Kim Birch follows right to the rim. There's no one with a body on Birch, and it's
a 31-point Milwaukee lead. Long three by Ross series. But he has been kept in check so far here in Game 3. Hill from the corner.
Team, and their Mike Budenholzer has built a system that.
What an MVP race it's been. Two other finalists, James Harden, LeBron James, Terrence.
Winning the Coach of the Year, and then the Coaches Association had co-winners.
Our coaches in one spot, quite like this, as we've seen during the restart in Orlando.
Shot clock violation. This was in the second quarter. The Bucks are up 30. Every single play.
Practice, there has to be that. And then the other thing is unselfishness. You've got to share the ball.
I'll give them some credit. They fought back here in the last couple of minutes. But still a 22-7 run. Afternoon.
I mean, this is a tough matchup for Vucevic, but don't reach.
Milwaukee trying to take a 2-1 lead in this best-of-7 series. That is Kyle. Here comes Owundu. This is Ross. Contact and it's
shooters. It's just amazing. And Kyle Korver.
Play. Final 8 seconds. Antetokounmpo full head of steam down the paint. That is a scary
defense on this. And I like this lineup that the Bucks go to some.
By Giannis.
Look at that. Right in between two guys, they double center. And then if you choose to downsize, you're going to have a hard time challenging him at the.
Augustine bottled up by Lopez, who was just called for his third personal. Vucevic. 17-point game, and Augustine has been down by as many as 34 points. Showing a little punch.
Well, Orlando's still fighting hard as Bledsoe makes on to the next play. Not going to worry about what happened before. He's going to maul movement.
Augustine.
And unselfish play like we talked about with the Bucks, but he just missed it.
10 throws again. Milwaukee had a 34-point lead off the bench. Here comes Antetokounmpo into the corner for Lopez. That's a three-pointer
that Vucevic had been getting in the first 2 games and early tonight.
Giannis. There comes the MVP to the basket.
To the rim and just throwing it down. So tough one-on-one. All 13 guys, sometimes a 14th guy at times during the year. They're all
team to a 60-win campaign. How far can they get here in 2020? That is. We slip past the 4-minute mark, fourth quarter. As Bledsoe steps into a 3 and a postseason series, you really lock in with your staff game to game, the adjustments to this round. those questions that were being asked of the Milwaukee Bucks.
He just wanted his team to compete, that they didn't think they competed in the second half. You know, they're going to need to do it for a full 48 minutes to have a chance to beat.
Steve Clifford told us before the game 13 months ago he couldn't even shoot a basketball from the free throw line. Overall seed in the NBA playoffs answering the bell here in Game 3 and led by as many as 34 points.